All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HYLN, Hyliion Holdings Corp, previously SHLL, Tortoise Acquisition Inc. So here we are with Hyliion, and it's been in a downtrend. I mean, HYLN has hit a peak, and there was a lot of sideways movement with volatility before the merger, and since the merger, we have seen this one start to fall with a lot of profit taking. Something I'm noticing is we've already broken through a few support levels that were very important, as I stated earlier, $33, and now we're pretty close to the next one, which is down here at 27. And one of the most important ones before we hit back to numbers before the hype and the run of hitting the highest point at $58, which is super important long term, is that this number right here at 25.42, 25 and 50 cents, just to round it up and get it closer so that you can have an idea. That's the last leveling off, right, before the run starting back here when this was at $20. And we have seen this starting to fall in very bearish territory, and those are some numbers to keep in mind. 33 was an important number. We broke through it. I had stated in my videos previously that this would start to see newer lows, and right now we're super close to the next one, and I actually want to zoom in for every viewer so that you guys can know exactly the number. And the number is down here at, the total number is 33, and then we're down here at our lowest point here at $28.11. Now if that gets broken through, which is fairly quickly close to the next one, $25.40, and that's the last leveling off before the run continued. So super important numbers to keep in mind. And here we are right now, leveled off at $29.74, and there are some important things that I've noticed here on the side as well. Obviously the earnings, upcoming earnings, it doesn't show it here right now, but one thing that it's showing is its net income, but we don't know how much revenue this company has made, what's their profit margin. I mean, those are the things that are probably making a lot of people not too bullish right now. And there's uncertainty, there's fear, and until this company actually comes through with something legitimate that can show investors that there's revenue, and revenue is good, and then net income is even better, and then profit margin just really shows you how much it really costs to run everything, make everything happen after the sale, and then what they take, right? So that profit margin is going to be important as well. As of right now, this was a lot of hype, I believe, and there was a lot of uncertainty before the merger. You could already see it from $58, how much it jumped, and it hit down to 33, and then it started to run again because there was a few days before that merger coming, and it ran up to about $54 and some change. So $54, $58, those are some two most important resistance levels. 33 was one of the most important support levels, and now we saw it down by $28 and $25 being our next supports before this hits back, before this bullish run that was created and it hit these highs of $58. So we need to pay very close attention to how this stock is reacting in the coming days and weeks. Now, I'm not saying that Hyliion doesn't have potential and that this company was actually just all the way till merger and that's it, that there's nothing more of a bright future for this company. I'm not stating that. There's opportunity here, but you can see clearly from investors there's a lot of uncertainty and fear because a lot of people are actually getting out and they're not holding through. I mean, if this company, a lot of people were confident about it and believed in it, we wouldn't see this much of a sell-off. This is actually becoming more of a sell-off and either profit taking or just getting out because of uncertainty and fear. That's what I'm noticing. That's what the chart is showing. And again, I'm not saying that Hyliion is not with potential or anything like that, but they have an innovation that's a little bit different and they need to start proving okay, this is the cost of our innovation, and this is what we profit, and this is how much we made in revenue, to start showing numbers in their books so that investors can say, okay, well, I'm going to put money into this because this is producing. Well, right now, we're not even seeing anything of production or so forth when it comes to revenue, and then also profit margin and net income after all that. So that's probably the one thing right now giving a lot of investors that uncertainty and also the fear of the unknown, right? What's going on next. But till now, we have seen a bearish run. We've been below the 50-day moving average, and our 50-day moving average slightly moved down with the stock right now. I can't land right on it, but it's $34.25. Support was broken through, and let's go ahead and move this to its new locations, to the lowest point of the day and the highest point before this fell even lower. I mean, it leveled off, and then obviously it fell lower as this bearish run continued, leveled off, fell lower, and it's leveled off right now at 29.74. Again, 50-day moving average is 34.25. That's what needs to be broken through by the bulls, so this can start to work its way up to newer highs and newer resistance levels and get back into bullish territory. As of right now, we are here with 29.75. It actually moved up a slight bit, and now our 50-day moving average moved up. This is actually the first time this happens to me in one of these videos. That's why I was more, into that aftermarket, but I'm actually interested in trying out this post market so that you guys can have more time in doing your research. It's slightly moved by a couple cents, but here we are now at 33.99 being the 50-day moving average. Now it moved up a little bit, and here we are, but the one thing that hasn't changed is our resistance levels and support levels, which are the most important for tomorrow. So the first thing is our resistance level. The bulls need to break through 31.13 to go ahead and start to work their way up to newer highs and newer resistance levels. Obviously, this will give us a sense of direction of where their stock is going after 31.13 gets broken through, but it does not confirm that the bulls have gained control or that the bulls are actually having, a run and momentum. That won't be seen until the 50-day moving average is broken through and the bulls get back into bullish territory to work their way up further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. But 31.13 is the first level of resistance that needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can continue to work their way up to newer highs. Now that can give us the sense of direction that this is on its way up, getting closer to the 50-day moving average. On the other hand, I want to emphasize how important it is to pay very close attention to the support. This is the lowest point reached in this bearish run, and if this gets broken through, we will see newer lows and newer support levels being broken through. And our lowest point here is 28.34. That's our support level down here, 28.34. I want to emphasize that if that gets broken through, I'd pay very close attention to the reaction of this stock. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? And are the bulls trying to reappear to bring this one back up? Now, the bulls can reappear if this starts to fall below it, but they need to come in hefty and strong to work their way back up, to break through 31.13, use that as support to work their way up to the 50-day moving average, which is more important than just breaking through this resistance level right now. But I would pay very close attention to 28.34, what's going on. Put your 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute charts so that you can see how quickly is this moving down, who's dominating the chart in those time frames and that time period, so you can see if the bears are making this one plunge down to newer lows fairly quickly, or are the bulls even trying to reappear, level this off, and try to bring it back up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to turn on the bell by turning on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. And don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watch this video. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 and how it rises up several points on scheduled pump dates. The Federal Reserve is pumping the markets on scheduled dates, and the S&P 500 is rising up several points. Well, what does that mean for us as investors? Well, if the S&P 500 is rising up several points. There are 500 ticker symbols within it rising up with it individually. And not all of them, but most of them are rising anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but like I always say, profits are profits. And when you put $1 into the market and you get back $2, you've done a great job. Because to profit in the market, it is actually an accomplishment. And a lot of us sometimes don't have the opportunity like this one, which is being given to us by the Federal Reserve, to go ahead and plan out, do your research, do your due diligence, buy at the right time and sell at the right time. Because if these scheduled pumps continue, which they are up to right now, I don't know what can happen months from now and so forth, but right now this is one of our opportunities to maximize profits and minimize losses. Click on the video, should be popping up soon. I'm not there to tell you buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten every investor and viewer on the great news that there's an opportunity to make some profit and minimize your losses. Check it out. It should be popping up soon. If it hasn't already, click it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.